Hello everybody, it's Joe here and welcome to another Train Simulator 2022 episode. Today I'm super excited to be able to showcase the class 700 and it's the new pack. Yeah, that's literally it. New pack from Dovetail Games, which will give you the class 700/0, which is what we're in today, and the class 700/1, which is the 12-car version. This is the 8-car version. We are running on AC currently. We're down at Cricklewood, and we're going to be driving just a few stops down to City Thameslink. Now, I'm sure you'll agree from looking on the outside, as per usual with Dovetail Games, the model is absolutely stunning. We've got a nice interior view here. Okay, yeah, it's a little bit low resolution, or low poly compared to the rest of it, but from the outside, it does a job. It looks like a 700. The model's absolutely fantastic. I believe that it was done by the same chap that did the Class 319 for Armstrong Powerhouse, their pack, and the same chap who modelled the Class 158 cab when Armstrong Powerhouse did their enhancement pack. So yeah, model absolutely fantastic. You can tell it's meant to be a 700. If we have a look inside the cab here, it's a little bit kind of, I don't know what's going on with the textures there, but it's almost a bit blurry, isn't it? It doesn't look kind of that high resolution that you're expecting. However, you know, again, it does a purpose. We're a little bit far forward here, but that's just how I sit with my my field of vision. We've also got the interior there, lovely, smashing. I think, are we just outside first class? Oh no, we're in first class. Oh right, okay. Unfortunately, you press the left and right, you can't move to any other seats, same as in the cab. We do have a second man's seat just there, but left and right on your arrow keys will not move your field of view. Again, having a look round in the cab, let's pop the master key in. There we go, clearly the same AWS sounds from the Class 166 in Train Sim World 2. And if you have a look, button doesn't work, doesn't work, doesn't work, doesn't work, doesn't work. Signal bell doesn't work. This is literally all that works in this cab. AWS does work. No, 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 no. Oh, standard does work, my apologies. Warning horn does work. But it is, of course, the sound off the Class 450 from Portsmouth Direct. Not even the modern version, but the very, very first version of Portsmouth Direct that was released. No, 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 no. GSMR, no, 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 no. This panel, oh, hang on, cab lighting, there we go. So we can actually turn the light on. There we go, lovely. GSMR, nope, don't think anything works on there. Yep, it doesn't at all. Emergency stop will work. Power supply, okay, so you can actually change it from AC to DC by the looks of things. That's a good thing. I didn't realise you could do that. I didn't think you could. But the fact that this will, you know, they are switches clearly. There we go. Windscreen wipers will, no. Headlights, yeah, no. DRA. That works. Oh, hang on, what's happening there? No idea. Changeover doesn't work. This screen doesn't work, not functional. I don't know if it is in real life, but I mean, there's the arrow keys there, so that would suggest it was bright, dark. Yep, nothing like that. These screens, I mean, oh, what's happening here? Oh, right, okay, so the doors have opened. There we go, do excuse me. There we go. So yeah, you'll hear the Portsmouth Direct ding, ding, ding from the Class 450 Desiro. But then when the doors shut, in their own time, of course. Oh, sorry, I keep clicking off my screen. When the doors shut, you know, just any time today would be lovely. Yeah, what's that all about then? So for starters, I don't know if you've ever seen a Class 700 in real life. It does not have the ding 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 that is found on the older Desiros. I mean, that's a recycled sound from Portsmouth Direct Line. Again, the original. And they absolutely certainly do not have that sound when they shut. Oh, hang on, is that like is that a DSD that keeps going off that I have to keep cancelling? I don't know. But anyway, let's get down to business. So we'll get some headlights on at the front. Lovely. And tail lights, sorry, don't work. Now this is a very bizarre one. They do not work until you start moving. and then it started moving. So you'll hear that we've got the sounds of the Class 395 Javelin there, and the Class 801, until, of course, they were enhanced by Armstrong Powerhouse. And then the trailer sounds, or the trailer cars, have absolutely no sound at all. And the next traction motor is in the very back cab. It just leaves a lot to be desired. I mean, it's in true Dovetail Games fashion, and I mean, Dovetail haven't even made the model this time, so they can't even hide behind, look, we've made a great model. You know, someone else made the model, so what exactly have they done? They're selling this pack for £11.99, which is a lot of money to say that they've not really put any work in at all. I mean, it accelerates quick. The Desiro City... Oh, I don't know what we've just... Oh dear, some wires have fallen down there. The Desiro City does accelerate quick, you know, if you've been on one. The braking sounds there are off a 150. Listen to that! They don't sound like that. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. There's absolutely nothing new in terms of what I can tell from the sound side of things. The physics... I mean, if we put it in 85% brake, I think they brake faster than that. I just... You know, like when you see something's coming... You know, when they announce the coming soon for Train Simulator, and you think, wow, and they post all the screenshots. I actually thought, you know what, bloody hell, that looks good. Perhaps, just perhaps, we might see something new from, you know, something amazing. Because this is a unit which, you know, has been missing for quite a while on this line. You know, it is absolutely really necessary. And I mean, Armstrong Powerhouse could well use this model. Oh, hang on. Yeah, keep going, Joe. You're a little bit quick there on your old braking. Armstrong Powerhouse could, of course, use this to make a Class 707. You know, for Southwestern as well. Give you them to drive. I hope AP are working on an enhancement pack, because this will be truly brilliant if they do. There we go. We'll just stop there for the screens. So when you press T, you will get a full door release. Now, there is no driver-only operation on this, so when you're just sat here in your cab, you will get the doors closing on their own as if you had a guard, and then you'll get a buzz. Now, I do not understand why Dovetail could not have modelled this, because they managed to, you know, like the 377 that they made for Train Sim World, all the trains for Train Sim World 2 have fully functioning buttons here. There we go, doors are closing. Yep, there we go. So yeah, all of the, you know, the trains have fully functioning buttons in Train Sim World 2. Armstrong Powerhouse things have fully functioning buttons in Train Sim 2022, which means it's perfectly possible for them to have buttons that work. And it's just sheer laziness on Dovetail Games' part for the fact that this is so terrible. The recycled sounds are just, unfortunately, what just really do spoil the experience for me. And the physics, and basically everything. Yeah, okay. Oh, hang on, what? There's a tunnel there, and then we appear to be running... Ah, there we go. Are we going to get some more worlds spawning in? There we go. Now, for your £11.99, you do get 4... What on earth is the echo in the tunnel? Why does the why does the notch handle echo in the tunnel? That's absolutely mental. Why all of a sudden does it echo so much? Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. There we go, we'll slow down. Should we stop at Kentish Town? I reckon we shall. Now, it does come with 3 scenarios. 3 scenarios not for London to Brighton, where they are commonly found, not for London to Bedford, which is the route we're currently driving on now, not even for London to Peterborough, but for the recently released extension of the Chatham Main Line, which, if you are already an owner of the Chatham Main Line, you won't get a discount. You do need to pay another £24.99 for the extension down to Dover and Ramsgate, even though the only bit of the line you'll be driving, I think it's the Orpington line, because they do run down to Orpington at Thameslink. So you could theoretically use that on the old Chatham and Medway Valley, but no, they've insisted that you have to have the newer version, which will set you back £24.99. Now that's only just come out, so if you buy this, you essentially have to be, you've paid £11.99 already for the train, and then you have to spend another £24.99 if you've not already got it. So that's in excess of £35 just for a train and scenarios. Now, why could they not have used London to Brighton? Why could they not have used this particular line? It feels like they're absolutely trying, it feels like they've sat down and tactfully thought about this. How can we rinse the consumer for absolutely everything they're worth while cutting corners at every available opportunity? Where's that going? Oh, goodbye, sir. Lovely. It's just such a shame. It really is such a shame. Because this pack could have been really good. And I think now it gets to the point where Armstrong Powerhouse will enhance this. There's no two ways about it. They know that this is going to be an absolutely fantastic product to enhance. They just know. It's where the money's at. Can we get a nice shot of a view there? Lovely. I mean, don't get me wrong. Visually, it's fantastic. Ooh, that's perhaps a tad on the old zoomed in. There we go. Get a couple of screenshots. And I think Armstrong Powerhouse know. Ooh, let's just get you zoomed back out. Armstrong Powerhouse know that this is going to be a big money earner for them. So I think that we will see an AP pack. And I think Dovetail know that Armstrong Powerhouse are going to enhance it. So it's like they don't even try anymore to build a vaguely decent product, because they've resigned themselves to, oh well, we've got a history of releasing absolutely terrible add-ons. So there we go. Here's an absolutely terrible add-on, and don't worry about it. A couple of years down the line, it'll get better. Someone else will fix our problems. And I just think it's such a smack in the face, and. It really does kind of make me feel quite sad that, oh dear, I don't even know what to say to it, to be honest with you. It's hands down, other than the Class 150/1, that was a pretty terrible add-on. Oh, we have a hole in our world there. That was a pretty terrible add-on, the Class 150/1. I think this has to be one of their really shocking recent releases. I don't get it. It was quite amusing, actually. Oh, there we go. Echoey power handle again. Oh, we're going to be speeding in a minute. Oh, dear. There we go. I mean, don't get me wrong, as an AI train, if you're driving up and down here with the Armstrong Powerhouse Enhanced 377, in Thameslink livery, this would be great as an AI train. It really would. But £11.99 is a lot to pay for an AI train, isn't it? And I mean, when you look as well, because it can be done, and this is what annoys me. If it couldn't be done, then that's fine. Can't be done. Okay, can't be done. But when you look at the recently released Alan Thompson Sim. Oh, there's so many developers that all sound the same. The Alan Thompson Sim Class 185, with the amount of functionality, all the TMS that works, everything, it really does kind of make these add-ons by Dovetail just laughable. Absolutely laughable. There we go, so down the hill now. I mean, listen to the sounds. Oh, it's so bad. And of course, we've got no ATO, automatic train operation functionality. These, of course, do have that on the central zone here, through the central Thameslink zone. They are fitted with that. I don't know how that would work in Train Simulator, so I don't honestly know if we can criticise them for it not having that feature. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, to be honest. I don't know why it sounds like it's got a ZF gearbox. Stop! There we go. Ah, lovely. Oh, I don't think I can get a good shot of that there. There we go. That'll do. Right, well, there we go. That is the Class 700 on AC. There we go, end of the quick drive scenario. I'm going to pop back in a minute, and we're going to look at it on DC. So there we go, we are back. We're at London Bridge now. We've been through the centre zone on the Thameslink, and we're going to continue on DC now, down towards East Croydon. We're in 700 for 2, and let's have a look. Have they managed to actually... oh dear, no they haven't. So the rear coach is 730. So despite the fact that we've had many years of Armstrong Powerhouse managing to get the numbering system so that it's the same unit throughout, Dovetail still haven't even managed to do that. Somewhat disappointing, guys. I mean, it's somewhat consistent with the rest of the product, I'm not going to lie to you. Now you do have to kind of use your imagination here, because unfortunately the limitations of using quick drive here is the fact that it has spawned me on the bay platforms rather than over there. But yeah, oh hang on, oh my lord, there's alarms going off left, right and centre in the cab. There we go, so we're continuing on DC now, let's see what it sounds like. Okay, yeah, it sounds like a 450 from Portsmouth Direct Line many years ago, whenever that came out. Yeah, I mean, they do sound like that on DC, so, you know, the 707s do as well. So yeah, okay, that's ever so slightly... It'd have been nice if they'd have tried to record some more sounds for it. I mean, this isn't this loud in the cab. It's never been this loud in the cab, ever. Where are we actually going? We're going to East Croydon. There we go. Now, unfortunately, this UFO sound, just stays with us. On the actual units, it fades out as you get faster. It wouldn't be this loud in the cab anyway. This is how loud it would be externally. We do also have the sounds inside though, which is quite nice. So there we go, leaving. I don't know where we're calling it en route, if we're calling it anywhere, but there we go. Let's get straight up to full power. We're probably not going to see any II traffic. This is a route that I downloaded from the Steam Workshop, which is South London to Brighton. So it basically merges the South London network add-on with the London to Brighton map. So you can actually drive the full run. There is also a Thameslink add-on, so you can drive all the way from Bedford to Brighton. I have done that in a past video. It might be quite nice to recreate that actually with the London. With the Class 700, but not in its current state, absolutely not. I mean, personally, I think after I've recorded this video, I'm probably going to submit this for a refund, and I might buy it again when it's on sale, because again, I'm only going to use this as an AI train. I'm not going to sit and drive this thing up and down. I mean, listen to those sounds, how annoying. Can you hear it? It's just the UFO sound, and it's a really bad loop as well, you can clearly tell. Where this thing is looped. And it's not so bad, the sound actually fades out on the outside. But just in the cab, listen to it, it sounds like there's an alarm going off. There we go, we'll slow down to 45 to go over through Bricklayers Arms Junction. We've driven down to Bricklayers Arms, haven't we, on the 415 on OMSI? Is it the 415? Yeah, I think it's the 415. I know I've driven an ALX down there. Come on, back up to 60, please. I could really upset everybody from London now and be like, oh, look, it's Battersea Power Station. I am aware it's not Battersea Power Station, but for any, for a northerner who's not really too sure about London, wow, Battersea Power Station, wow! No, I think we should actually. Can we see it from here? Can we see it from here? I don't know if we can, to be honest with you. No, we can see the shards, that's, yeah, that's more or less. Oh, duck under the bridge, there we go. Coming down to New Cross Gate. These are all, of course, London Overground, and I do believe that Southern stop 455s here. But yeah, mainly used by London Overground. They have 387 capital stars whizzing up and down. I like the 455s. I do like the 455s. They're just so old and knackered, aren't they? But they just keep going. That's why I do have quite a lot of respect for the 455s. They're a very hard worker, aren't they? Oh, hang on. How fast does this thing accelerate? Flipping heck. Yeah, I just think that they could have done this so much better. And like I said in the AC version of the video, or the AC bit of the video, it's just such a shame, isn't it? It really is such a shame. That this could have been brilliant. Oh, hang on, I'm speeding now. I don't know if these things have speed set. I'd imagine they do have speed set if they've got ATO. Again, that's not simulated here. It's a bit of a shame. I mean, we actually came taking photographs of trains down here at Annaley Station. We actually, if you're an OMSI fan, we got the 432 from Brixton up to Annaley Station, and me and a couple of friends, we stood there on the platform, and we took photographs of various trains. We've got quite a few 700s flying through, and Southeastern, quite a few Southeastern services. They were on diversion, going via East Croydon. So yeah, that was really nice. So it's quite nice to be able to drive this bit of the route where the Thameslink services came down. I'll have to show you where we stood, and then we got a 455 up into London. Whoa, what's happened there? Oh, it's what happens when you get excited and start waving your arms around, and then you hit the Windows key, and you go back to the desktop. Never mind. Yeah, it's not a frame rate issue. Don't worry. In terms of frame rates, we actually managed perfectly well with this. It's not struggling on frames at all. I mean, that kind of UFO noise is really starting to grate on me now. It's not brilliant, is it? It's not brilliant at all. No, we're levelling off here, so we're going to have to take a bit of the throttle off. Maybe down to 25, 20. 15, 10. I'm just trying to find a level of throttle that will keep it at this consistent speed. That seems to be working. Oh no, 70.3. We're either going to be going too fast or too slow, aren't we? There's not going to be a happy medium there. Oh, birds. I think that Dovetail should just stick to routes, because when it comes to the actual route itself, I mean, this route is absolutely lovely, isn't it? It's got an acceptable amount of detail in for me. For someone who doesn't really know the area, it's perfectly acceptable. Dovetail have made lots of great routes, like I'm sure this run down to Dover and Ramsgate that they've released. I'm sure it's absolutely spot on. They are very good at routes, to give them, the due. I just don't understand where it goes wrong. The person that's in charge of like releasing these trains surely should sit down with themselves and be like, "It's not great, is this? But we're going to release it anyway." Yeah, I mean, if you want a good laugh, go to the Dovetail Games recruitment page. They're hiring all sorts of staff, none of which seem to be anything to do with making trains. They're hiring an HR director, they're hiring a strategy director. It's, oh, hang on. It's quite amusing how many staff they're hiring, and yet none of them are anything to do with making trains. There's not like a new exterior modeller. There's not a sounds guy. There's not a, a physics guy. I would say they were your most important ones to get hiring straight away. Sounds guy, physics guy. I mean, to be fair, model guy... Oh, hang on, that's Annalie. Is it? Yes. There we go. Oh, right, okay, we completely missed it. But that's where we stood. And we've got nice photos. Ah, lovely. Yeah, model guy is fine. Keep model guy. Model guy looks absolutely fine to me. But yeah, we need new sounds guy, new physics guy. And a new manager to kind of oversee them and bring the project together. That's what we need. You don't need all your directors and all that nonsense. It's just not required. Nah, not required. Oh, hang on, another alarm. Let's start slowing down. So we're not too far now from East Croydon. That's where the video's going to finish today. We could drive the whole way down, but quite frankly, I've got more enjoyable... I've got, yeah, better ways that I'd rather spend my time than driving this sack of lard. I think that I would rather go downstairs and let my parrot repeatedly peck me on the face than drive this all the way to Brighton. But hey-ho, your opinion might differ. What do you think to this? This is something I'm very interested to hear, because from looking at the comments on Steam, it is mostly negative. But of course, there are a lot of positives, like the model, as I say. I do keep coming back to this. It's a good model. It just... The rest of it's just tripe. But yeah, what do you think to the Class 700? Are you going to be buying it? Have you already bought it? Have you bought it and refunded it? What are your thoughts? Please do let me know in the comments, because I always do wonder, am I perhaps being a tad hard on Dovetail here? Am I biased? You know, I do always like to know what you guys think as well. There we go, so we're going to join the line from Brighton. We're going to Brighton, you sausage. We're going to join the line from London Victoria. Oh, these sounds are absolutely so annoying. I'm going to be going to bed tonight with just this UFO sound ringing in my head. There we go, double yellow. Let's just start slowing down there. Just a bit of 20% braking should be absolutely fine. Oh, AWS magnet. And a screenshot. Of course, we love a screenshot. And me and my good friend Magic Toad, we also came here. We also came down to East Croydon. We did come here and we took photos here. Just stood here. There you go. Taking pictures of various trains coming in and out, mainly 377s. Oh, Virgin Trains stop. Look at that. Obviously not in use anymore. Oh, that was pretty perfect for the 8 car. Even more perfect for the 12 car. There we go. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed today's video, please do click the like button. It's always appreciated. And do subscribe if you haven't already, because we're going to be covering other train simulator related things. I'd absolutely love to see you there. Other than that, thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Cheerio. Goodbye for now.